Punches?
Oh,
oh yeah, that's even better. This is basically just doing this. We've all done something like this in some Tai Chi movement or another. So once he tiptoes a little bit like that, then see, this will start to be effective. Now he's not dummy. If I start pulling him forward, he'll just walk forward. Yeah, right? So he's, let's say he wants to punch me. So when he's punching me, he's planted his foot. Then it's easy getting a little bit forward, like that. Grabbing distance, like this. You're pushing me, you're pulling me, you want to grapple with me, like this. Yeah, so all these things, so which, yeah, this, right? And so I can't get a clean hit on your face. He's blocked my hand, right? But if I can just get my hand here, I can now break his balance. And then we can do different things at that point. Hello. All right, so we're going to look at a basic application of a basic technique in Tai Chi that's really useful. So if you punch me with this hand, okay, so we block here, okay, I'm going to follow from here. So let's come again. So quick here, like that. And then so this is a good position for me and not good for him, obviously, right?
Right.
Let's look at it again. He punches.
Oh,
yeah, that's even better. So we'll look at what is happening. Punching with this hand, so we see. So I'm just blocking this, and this hand is here. Maybe he blocks me, but I just want to touch his neck, right? So I don't have a hit on him. I'm going to touch his neck. It's this hand. I'm going to take his fascia right here, down to his feet. I'm going to flow that up and forward. See how he tiptoes and comes forward like that. Once he comes forward, I drop him down, like that. So one of the common questions from the students on courses is, I'm having a hard time. I'm not sure how to sink someone. So put your hands up for a second. If I try to sink him, don't resist me. Take a good stance here like this. Brute force not working. Yin not working. Yin not working. I'm not working. Why? Because I'm trying to sink him right into his feet. Well, that's his base. He's built to restore that. We have to tip him a little bit. So if he's got a good base. If I take his fascia and lead him a little bit forward, see how it tiptoes a little bit? Come a little bit closer, please. Yeah. We don't need too much background or anything. So once he tiptoes a little bit like that, then see, this will start to be effective. So you ever play Jenga? You got the tower. The tower, it could be tall. It's only when it starts leaning that you have some problem. So we want to create a lean. Okay. So from here, I get him to lean forward a little bit. So right here, he's good. See, not going anywhere. Right here, starting to be effective. There. Now he's leaning forward. I'm going to lead his weight forward of his foot in this triangle, about to where my foot is, about to there, and then he'll go down. How do I do it? I could do a song. So once I lean forward, I could song him down like that. I come here, I could un like that with the neijin or with the, or I could have a yin sinking feeling. Any of those is okay, but the key is that we got to get you a little bit forward. Now he's not dummy. If I start pulling him forward, he'll just walk forward. Yeah, right. So he's or shuffle forward. So he's not just going to be like a shuffle forward, like your left foot, like this. I mean, see, so yeah, he could just shuffle forward, like that. So he's not going to let me get him forward. So, but you can lengthen this though. Let's say he wants to punch me. So when he's punching me, he's planted his foot. Then it's easy getting a little bit forward, like that. Or if he wants to shove me, right? Then it's easy to get him down. Or maybe if he wants to pull me, because he's pulling now, he's planted his feet, right? So see, I still.
oh my gosh. Deadly hidden technique.
Yeah. Oh my. So it's when they commit to applying force in some direction, then their feet plant. Then you could tip them over their feet, and down they go. So that's the principle of how you are able to sink them. So back to applying this. So he throws a punch or something like that. Like let's do this hand so they can see. So here, then this hand touches his neck like that. From here, we lead him forward of his toes like that, and then we lead him down like that. This is basically just doing this. We've all done something like this in some Tai Chi movement or another. Or, so one hand is receiving their strike, one hand is receiving, touching their neck. It's this hand that glides their fascia forward and then down. Does that make sense? Want to try on me? So maybe I have one hand striking and you touch there. Yeah, go ahead. Forward and down. Yeah, like that. And it can be used for all kinds of ways. Let's see. Move this for a second. If you grab my collar, like a self-defense situation, it's like, oh, you jerk, right? Then you can take their neck and you can lead them down like this, and you're in a good position. So you could do it in self-defense. You could do it against a strike. You could do it in push hands, like at a trapping distance, like this. You're pushing me, you're pulling me, you want to grapple with me, like this. Yeah, so all these things, so which, yeah. They have something kind of like that in Western wrestling, where you yank them down and you ankle pick them, you pull their leg and you push them back like that.
So I'm inside position, I circle, square up my stance, outside step, outside reach. Do your curl, bring his head down. Pinky drops the back of his heel. I have two ways to finish this. One, I can shuck the guy's head, get my takedown.
So it's similar to that kind of thing, but we're doing it by the fascia. Instead of dropping my body weight to force you down, right? Be strong, right? And so using my body weight to try and pull you down, and using this connection to make this very effective. So we're upgrading your ability to just yank them by connecting to their body with fascia to lead them down and setting them up for the follow-ups you would like to do. That make sense?
Yes.
Any questions?
It looks very, very usable, you know.
It's very usable, yeah.
Countering wrestling and judo.
All kinds of situations. You grab my hand, self-defense, like this, right? We can still. Yeah. So now you're off balance, and then we can go and do different things like that. So very, very useful in different scenarios, different distances. Could be like this too. Like you punch me, right? I punch you. You block like this, right? And so I can't get a clean hit on your face. He's blocked my hand, right? But if I can just get my hand here, I can now break his balance, and then we can do different things at that point. So, because yeah, if they have some defensive skills, it's hard to get a clean hit on them. But you can touch them, because you could touch them. If you could touch them, you could connect with them. Connect with them, you could take their balance. Take their balance, now you can lend your follow-up. Make sense?
Yes.
Any questions?
Yeah, it looks like non-committal, like arm drags and wrestling.
Non-committal arm drags and wrestling. Yeah, and that was a neck drag technically, but you punch me, right? And I punch me, so I block a punch. You got another one coming, right? I block a punch like this. He might be wanting to pull the hand back, right? And I meant you want to withdraw your punch, right? So I'll just keeping control here. But now I have 2 points of contact on his arm. He wants to punch me again or something like that, right? See, I leave him off balance. So even just from that contact, so your hands are up, right? You punch me, right? I block right here, and then I can start to affect your balance.
Oh. Without compromising your base.
Yeah.
You're still on your feet.
I'm still on my feet, and I'm not like leaning and dragging you, so I'm not susceptible myself to being super off balance or being counter thrown.
On the street and also in battlefield.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a negative to go actually down onto the ground.
Yeah, there'll be times when you don't want to go down on the ground for various reasons, right?
Right.
So this lets you stay standing and take a advantageous position versus them. You could put them down if you wanted to, once you lead them down there, to follow it up with a takedown.
Very cool. I could see how it came from like battlefield.
Battlefield, yeah.
To expose the neck.
Yeah, battlefield, because people have armor in the battlefield. So you take them down and expose the vulnerability in the armor, and then take your weapons are good at dealing with that and then taking them down. Or you take them down, especially if you lost your weapon's damaged. So you take them off the horse, take them off your feet, and then someone else on your side will deal with them.
So fascia also works on armor.
Yeah, you can work
Maybe
on armor.
actually better on armor? Sometimes?
In some ways, like on the smooth parts of armor, like metallic armor, it's kind of difficult because you slip off, right? But on the hinges of the armor, it kind of works like a gi. So so there'll be a place here on your helmet. You can take that. So if you're wearing armor, right? I'll do it this side so you can. So I grab onto the armor. I could use that to glide them forward and down like that.
Very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you can still apply with armor. You know, like in Jiu-Jitsu, Aikijutsu was developed in Japanese martial arts as something to do when your samurai sword, when your katana was damaged or unavailable, that you would throw these people with armor. So So these kind of techniques, these kind of ideas are useful in the battlefield against or while wearing armor. So pretty interesting.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for helping me illustrate that. Thanks for asking the fun questions. See you next time.